Marcus here from Seniors Cleaning Hacks, and I'm about to save you hundreds of dollars and hours of frustration during your next move. Most people make one massive mistake when relocating. They pack everything they own without thinking twice. But professional movers will tell you there's a smarter way. Stick around because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to leave behind. And trust me, your future self will thank you for it. Getting ready to relocate to a new place? Here's something most folks don't realize. The key to a smooth move isn't just about packing efficiently, it's about not packing half the stuff you own in the first place. When you declutter before moving day, you're doing yourself 3 huge favors. First, you'll have way less to unpack when you arrive at your new place. Second, you'll spend less money on moving supplies. Fewer boxes, less tape, less bubble wrap. And third, if you're paying movers by the hour, a lighter load means more money stays in your pocket. Before we get into the details, do me a quick favor. Hit that subscribe button and tap the bell so you never miss our practical tips. And if this video helps you out, give it a thumbs up and drop a comment telling me which item on this list surprised you most. Sharing this with someone who's about to move, you might just become their favorite person. Now let's get into it.
Number 1. Outdated documents and paperwork. Let's start with something that weighs down every single move: old paperwork. Sarah Mitchell and Rebecca Stone, who run a professional organizing company called Neat and Tidy Solutions, say moving day gives you the perfect reason to finally deal with those stacks of documents. Papers that have zero relevance to your current life create unnecessary stress during a move. Tax documents from way back in 2012, those can go straight into the shredder. Old utility bills from 3 apartments ago? Time to let them go. Bank statements from accounts you closed years ago? You definitely don't need those anymore. Here's what many people worry about: losing access to important records. But here's the truth. Almost everything you might need later is already stored online. Your bank statements, tax forms, insurance documents, they're all available digitally these days. The IRS has clear guidelines on this. They say you can safely dispose of paper tax returns after 7 years. But for most regular folks without complicated financial situations, 3 years is usually plenty. Check your specific situation, but don't let the fear of what if keep you hauling boxes of ancient paperwork to your new home.
Number 2. Clothes you never wear anymore. Every single one of us is guilty of this. Keeping clothes we haven't worn in months or even years. We're talking about pants that don't fit anymore, shirts that make you feel blah, styles that went out of fashion ages ago, or items with holes and stains that should have been tossed long ago. Mitchell and Stone have a simple rule that makes sense. If you haven't worn something in 12 months, you're probably not going to miss it. Your new home deserves a fresh start, and that means bringing only the clothes you actually wear and feel good in. Think about it this way. Do you really want to spend time packing, moving, and unpacking clothes you're never going to put on? Moving day is the perfect opportunity to donate those unwanted items to someone who will actually use them. Local charities, donation centers, and thrift stores are always looking for gently used clothing. Sort through your closet honestly. If it doesn't fit your body, doesn't match your style, or doesn't make you feel confident, it doesn't deserve space in your new closet. This applies to shoes, belts, scarves, and accessories too. Keep only what you love and actually use.
Number 3. Furniture that doesn't fit your new life. Here's a question that might seem obvious but trips people up all the time. If you're planning to buy new furniture for your new place, why are you moving the old stuff? Paul Henderson, who owns a moving and storage business called Portable Movers of Chicago, says this happens constantly. People move beat-up furniture to their new home, then immediately throw it away. That scratched desk, the wobbly chair, the coffee table with water stains, if you're planning to replace it anyway, save yourself the trouble and get rid of it before moving day. But here's something even more important. Measure your new space before you commit to moving furniture. This is especially crucial if you're downsizing. That massive sectional sofa that looked perfect in your old living room might completely overwhelm a smaller space. The king-size bed frame might not fit through narrow doorways. Henderson stresses this point. Why pay movers to transport something you'll just dispose of once you arrive? It's throwing money away for no reason. And here's a detail many people forget. Measure the width of doorways, hallways, and staircases in your new place. This matters even more in older homes because these spaces tend to be narrower than modern construction. You don't want to discover on moving day that your furniture physically cannot fit through the door. Measure twice, move once.
Number 4. Everything that's past its expiration date. Kelly Anderson, who founded an organizing company called Tidy Living Method and wrote a book about home organization, says one of the most important pre-move tasks is checking expiration dates on everything. Start in your kitchen. Go through your pantry and refrigerator carefully. Expired food isn't just useless, it can actually make you sick. Those spices you bought 3 years ago, once they expire, they lose all their flavor and aroma. That open box of baking soda in the back of your pantry, time to replace it. Move to your bathroom next. Check all your toiletries, skincare products, and cosmetics. Look for a small jar symbol on bottles and containers. This tells you how many months the product stays good after opening. Using expired skincare products can cause irritation, breakouts, or worse. Don't skip your medicine cabinet. Anderson points out something funny but true. That expired bottle of pain reliever won't help your sore back when you're hauling boxes in your new home. Medications lose their effectiveness over time. Some can even become harmful after expiration. Check every bottle, tube, and container. Dispose of expired medications properly at a pharmacy take-back program. This whole process might seem tedious, but you're saving yourself from packing and moving items you'll just throw away later. Plus, you're starting fresh in your new home with products that actually work.
Number 5. Old cans of paint. Maybe you absolutely love that deep blue paint in your old bedroom and you're planning to use the same color in your new place. Great idea. But order a fresh can instead of moving the old one. Anderson explains something important here. Moving companies typically refuse to transport toxic materials, including paint cans. This isn't them being difficult, it's a safety issue. Paint is considered hazardous material. What should you do with leftover paint? Take it to your local hazardous waste collection center before moving day. Most cities have drop-off locations specifically for items like paint, chemicals, and other household hazardous waste. Call ahead to find out their hours and what they accept. One practical tip, if you're driving the cans yourself, line your car with plastic sheeting first. This protects your vehicle in case of spills. Paint cans that have been sitting around can leak, especially if they've been opened before. Starting fresh with new paint makes sense anyway. Old paint can separate, dry out, or change color over time. That perfect shade you remember might not look quite right anymore. Order new paint in your new home and get the exact color you want. Number 6. Baby gear and kids items use Outgrown. When it comes to children's belongings, nothing stays relevant forever. Kids grow fast, and their interests change even faster. Sports equipment, clothing, toys, art supplies, these items have a limited useful life in any household. Anderson suggests a simple test. If something is no longer the right size or age for anyone in your family, pass it along. Give it to a friend whose kids are younger, or donate it to an organization that helps families in need. This includes those craft supplies collecting dust in the garage and the rock climbing gear nobody's touched in 3 years. If your family is complete and you're done having children, consider the bigger items too. Cribs, changing tables, strollers, car seats, high chairs. These take up serious space during a move. Someone else probably needs them right now. Donating them feels good and clears out your moving truck at the same time. Be realistic about what you're keeping just in case. Unless you have specific plans, letting go of outgrown items is the smart move. Your new home will have more space for things your family actually uses now.
Number 7. Duplicate items cluttering your drawers. How many pizza cutters do you own? How many vegetable peelers? If you're like most people, you probably have duplicates of things you only use one at a time. Anderson recommends identifying items that are never used simultaneously. Common examples include extra staplers, duplicate measuring cups, multiple can openers, extra cheese graters, and spare scissors. Pick your favorite version of each item and donate the rest.
This might not seem like a big deal, but duplicates add up fast. They take up drawer space, cabinet space, and box space during your move. Multiply that across your entire kitchen, office, and utility areas, and you're talking about significant wasted space. Walk through your home with a critical eye. Do you really need 3 garlic presses when you only cook with one? Do you actually use both of those muffin tins, or does one only stay in the back of the cabinet? Be honest with yourself. The exception here is items you genuinely use at the same time. If you regularly bake multiple sheet pans of cookies simultaneously, keep multiple pans. But if you're keeping extras just because, moving day is the perfect time to streamline.
Number 8. Worn-out linens and towels. Tracy Williams, who started a home organization company called Tidy Spaces Company, points out something we all do. We hang on to way more towels and sheets than we actually need. Over time, these items wear out, but we keep using them anyway. Old towels with stains, fraying edges, or holes don't deserve space in your new linen closet. The same goes for sheets that have become threadbare, comforters that are lumpy and faded, and pillowcases that are stained or ripped. Williams adds something encouraging. Moving gives you the perfect excuse for an upgrade. Your new place deserves fresh, nice linens. Treat yourself to new towels and sheets that make you happy. How long should linens last? Good quality towels and sheets typically hold up for about 2 years with regular use and washing. But the real test is visual. Check for wear and tear. Are your towels still absorbent? Do your sheets feel comfortable? If not, it's time to replace them. You don't need to toss everything at once. Keep your best sets and donate anything you wouldn't be happy to use. Local shelters often accept gently used linens, so your old items can still help someone else.
Number 9. Extra pots, pans, and food containers. How many frying pans do you actually cook with regularly? How many food storage containers do you really use? David Baker, owner of Reliable Moving Services, says excess cookware is one of the most common things people move unnecessarily. These items are bulky, heavy, and take up tremendous space in both cabinets and moving boxes. Look at your cookware honestly. That old baking dish you haven't used in 2 years? Someone else might use it every week. Those mismatched food containers missing their lids? Time to let them go. The scratched nonstick pans that aren't nonstick anymore? Definitely don't need those in your new kitchen. Keep the pieces you actually cook with and donate the rest. Good functional cookware makes excellent donations to thrift stores, where people setting up their first homes often shop. This decluttering session does double duty. You'll have less to pack and move, plus you'll have more usable space in your new kitchen cabinets. Instead of digging through stacks of pans you never use, you'll be able to find your favorites easily.
Number 10. Outdated electronics nobody uses. When did you last watch a DVD? When did you last use that old tablet collecting dust in a drawer? Baker suggests checking all your electronics before you move. Old cell phones, outdated computers, ancient radios, CD players, old cameras. These items become obsolete fast in our tech-driven world. If you haven't used something in years, you probably won't suddenly start using it in your new home. The good news is that you have options beyond throwing electronics in the trash. Many organizations accept old electronics, refurbish them, and donate them to people who need them. Best Buy and other retailers often have electronics recycling programs. Some nonprofit organizations specifically collect old phones and tablets to provide to low-income families or seniors. Recycling electronics properly matters because they contain materials that shouldn't end up in landfills. Do a quick search for electronics recycling in your area. You'll probably find several convenient options. This is also a great time to consolidate chargers and cables. How many mystery cords do you have that don't connect to anything you own anymore? Clear them out. Keep only the cables you actually use for devices you actually own.
Number 11. Decorations that no longer match your style. Remember that home sweet home sign you bought at a yard sale 5 years ago? Or the decorative items well-meaning relatives gave you that never quite fit your taste? Robert Martinez, who works in product development at Modern Furniture Solutions, puts it perfectly. If your style has changed, don't drag the past into your fresh start. Moving to a new home gives you the chance to redecorate intentionally. Think carefully about how you want your new space to look and feel. Keep only the decorative items that truly reflect who you are now, not who you were years ago. This doesn't mean you have to toss everything with sentimental value. That vase from your grandmother? Keep it if it means something to you. But that generic wall art that never quite felt right, someone else might love it. Here's a bonus tip from Martinez. Cutting down on decorations can actually boost your redecorating budget. Sell your used items on online marketplaces or have a yard sale. Use that money to buy new pieces that genuinely match your current style and your new home's vibe. Your new place deserves decorations that make you smile when you walk in the door. Be selective about what makes the journey with you.
Number 12. The Maybe Someday collection. Martinez says we all have them. Miscellaneous items we keep just in case. Chargers for devices we no longer own. Broken picture frames we swear we'll fix someday. Empty vases from every flower delivery over the past 3 years. Instruction manuals for appliances we replaced long ago. Here's the hard truth. If you haven't fixed or used something in years, you're not going to suddenly fix or use it in your new home. Let it go. That broken lamp you've been meaning to repair, if you cared enough to fix it, you would have done it already. Those craft supplies for a project you never started, pass them to someone who will actually use them. That collection of shopping bags you're saving for some unknown future purpose, you only need a few. The just-in-case pile weighs down every move. These items take up box space, add weight to your moving truck, and clutter up your new home once you arrive. Be ruthless with this category. If you can't clearly picture using something within the next few months, it's time to say goodbye.
There you have it. 12 categories of items you can confidently leave behind when you move. Remember, the less you pack, the less you'll unpack. The less you move, the less you'll spend. And most importantly, you'll start your new chapter without the clutter weighing you down. Mark is here from Seniors Cleaning Hacks, reminding you that a successful move starts with smart decluttering. If you found this helpful, make sure you're subscribed to our channel for more practical tips that make life easier. Hit that like button, drop a comment with your own moving tips, and share this with anyone who needs it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Good luck with your move!